Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to solve an easy SQL problem. This is the number 9 in our series of easy SQL problems to solve. So we are going to use the SQLpractice.com website. The link is going to be in the description down below. Once you enter this website, we have to choose the hospital database because we are working with data from a hospital, from a fictitious hospital, and we're going to view all the questions and select the easy ones, the difficulty, and we have to select the 9th one. Okay, so this one says in the problem statement, show the first name, last name, and height of the patient with the greatest height. Okay, so we first of all we need to understand the question. Also, we need to take a look at the table. We have a patients table which has information about the patients, for example, first name, last name, gender, city, birth date, etc. And we have an expected output hit as a hint, so that we can have an idea of how it has to look like. Also, something I recommend to you is to first try to complete this assignment without any hints, so that you can see if you are doing the things correctly and you can develop your analytical thinking. But if you are struggling, you can also click on the hints. For example, the expected output is this. We need to show the exact same information. First name Sam, last name Haruko, and height to 226. So we can also get more hints if we are stuck. For example, here are some solution keywords, select and max. Okay, we can have an idea of what keywords to use. And the other hint I only recommend is if you are stuck and you don't know how to continue, and you don't really know how to approach the question, and you have tried so many times, only then you can see the solution portion. So here it shows just a line of SQL code, and the other ones are blurry, so that you can have an idea of what to use. So first of all, we have to understand the problem. So here it says show the first name, last name, and height of patient. Okay, so I can begin by doing that. Select. Okay, so the first name, it already says the name of the column. So we can see here that we have a first name, last name, and height. So I'm going to select that. Select first name, comma, last name, comma, height. And I need to specify from which table. In this case, from the patients table. But it says of the patient with the greatest height. Okay, so I need to show the patient with the latest height. So for doing that, I can do two things. I can do this, which is like the complex version. I can say where to filter, where the height is equal to, and I need to make a subquery. This is not something for an easy problem. This is more like an intermediate level, and I need to select the max height. Okay, with the max, I'm selecting the maximum value inside a column. So in this case, I'm going to select the maximum height inside the height column from patients. So what this subquery, this is a query inside a query. And what this query is doing is selecting the maximum height. So in this case, we know from the expected output that is 226. So it's selecting 226. Okay, and then it's going to filter and show the first name and last name and height where the height equals 226. So we know that only one person has this height, which is the maximum height or the greatest height, and this is like showing 226. This is it is the same if we say height is 226 or select max height, but because we don't know what is the greatest height, not without checking the expected output. And this is not going to be possible if we are being asked in a job. We need to make this subquery. So this is one way of doing it. The second way of doing it is simpler or easier. We can just select the maximum height right here. So it's going to select only the first name and the last name, and only the where we have the maximum or the greatest height from the patient's table. So if we close this query and run it, we are having the correct query. Okay, we could also have done the following, like having an alias for the height. I could have done this like in the solution provided by the website suggests, but we have only done it without it. So we have max height here in the name of the column instead of height. But the answer was correct. We had the information Sam, Haruko, and 226 as the maximum or the greatest height. So this is how we answer this solution. We have alternative answers or solutions. Here is the solution I gave to you before. And okay, that's everything for today. And if you find this interesting and useful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.